things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils. The Blue Devils will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will go on the attack first. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Running back searching for a hole. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
He's got it on the right. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Makes the catch. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal and knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
So Duke's offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players. Mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Snagged in the middle. It's Mullen. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Punt is in the air. Wants to bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Leaves it with the back. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
It's complete to the left. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Sooners will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Wants to fire on second down. Throwing right. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And this one is perfect. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss got...
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Back to pass, it's Everett. With the catch, it's Mullen. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And his throw is incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. They get him in the end zone for the safety. He pulled it, tried to turn the corner, and not enough real estate. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Finding an escape route. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first two possessions. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Fires to the tight end. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They kick it away on fourth down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the... game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little time with his feet. Finds a man on the right. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
The Sooners will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Keller. He's in open space downfield. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Everett. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Off the play fake. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. To the air on first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. Good gain on the return. This defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's reeled in. It's Marshall. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Looking to throw, it's Everett. Got his man out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Keller. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt, looking for daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Plucks it out of the air. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Motion from the wide receiver. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marshall. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional throw.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. That is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Mullen. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking for a man. It's Everett. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. He's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And the Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on third. Got his man on the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. He's at the 22. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the limit.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Looking downfield, it's Everett. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle, it's Mullen. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires deep on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's 2nd and long. Got a man, it's Mullen.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Under fire. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Everett. Hauls it in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going to take off. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Offense changing the play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to turn the corner on the left.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got it.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Blue Devils. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. Cherry on the Sunday is when you force...
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Everett. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Duke. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Caught behind the line. It's Keller. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll try the right side. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that.
There he goes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. The screen, and watch out. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Sooners are marching down the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy one to the back. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Marking at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Stepping to the right. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He slides that just inside the right upright. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today.
Dropping back, it's Everett.
Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Mullen. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on
a shot toward the end zone? Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break...
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, it's Everett. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He wants a big play here late. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
He makes the grab for the two-point conversion, and in the final moments, we are tied. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's going to throw deep right side. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. Man, does that hurt this defense at this point in the game to get called for the PI? Absolutely brutal.